Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about class 9 to 10's chemistry book's first chapter, which is entitled as Concept of Chemistry. So I'll be going over all the lessons and basically everything that was discussed in this chapter. So first of all, what is chemistry? Chemistry is the branch of science that studies matter, its composition, structure, properties, and the changes it undergoes. In simpler words, chemistry explains what substances are made of, how they behave, and how they change into new substances. Everything around us is connected to chemistry. The food we eat, the air we breathe, the fuel used in vehicles, medicines, plastics, soap, perfumes, all involve chemistry in some way. So, for example, when iron rusts, it's a chemical reaction. When food cooks, it's another chemical composition. When wood burns, new substances like ash and gases are formed, etc. So, yeah, another thing explained is matter. So, what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Every object around us that we can touch, see, or even sometimes not see is made of matter. Examples of matter may be water, air, wood, books, human body, etc. Matter exists mainly in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. But there is another one which isn't really explained in the book, so I won't be going over that. Solid is basically like having fixed shape and fixed volume, like ice, iron, stone, etc. Liquids are like having like fixed volume but no fixed shape. They take the shape of the container, let's say like water. If you pour it into a container, then it will go around like a cup. You get what I mean? And gases have neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. They're free, they're roaming free. Some examples are oxygen and carbon dioxide. Yeah. So why do we even study chemistry? What's the point in worrying over this? We study chemistry because it helps us understand the world and improve human life. Chemistry plays a huge role in modern civilization. Importance of chemistry in daily life can be medicines, agriculture, industry, food production, energy, etc. Without chemistry, modern life would become extremely difficult. So, yeah. So, how is chemistry related to the other branches of science, like let's say biology and physics? The chemistry is called the central of science because it connects with every other branch of science. So chemistry and physics, they go. Both go along really well. Both are needed to understand one another. So yeah, physics studies energy and forces, while chemistry studies substances and the changes. Together, they explain many natural phenomena. And chemistry and biology both are like also interconnected, just like physics. Biology goes over living organisms and they are made of chemicals, so basically crisscross. Chemistry is used in biology, biology is like explained through chemistry. So yeah, and also other parts are also like went as well. So yeah, so what are the major branches of chemistry? Some are like organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry, analytical chemistry, biochemistry, etc. So these are basically the main parts of chemistry. So yeah. What is a chemical reaction then? A chemical reaction is a process where one or more substances change into new substances with different properties. Examples such as burning wood, rusting iron, cooking food, digestion of food. In a chemical reaction, there is old substances which are called reactants and new substances which are produced which are called products. So yeah, that is a thing to keep in mind. And yeah, so what are the signs of chemical reaction? Several observable like changes may indicate a chemical reaction. Common signs are like change of color, production of gas, temperature change, formation of precipitate, production of light, etc. So there are many like ways to identify if the thing is going through a like reaction or not, a chemical reaction or not. So yeah, what is the scientific method in chemistry? Chemists use a systematic method to discover facts and solve problems. This is called the scientific method. Steps of the scientific method: observation, asking question, hypothesis, experiment, data collection, and finally conclusion. This logic takes chemistry a really methodical and reliable way to determine something is correct or not. Basically, every experiment goes through this order. So yeah, and laboratories are also a part of chemistry as well, because they are the places where like scientists can do like big experiments and not just like iron rusting and cooking. They can do more like advanced stuff, like they can understand like concepts early before anyone else did it, develop observation skills, learn practical applications, etc. So there's a lot of like pluses for like using a laboratory, which is why they use it too. And speaking of that, there are safety rules which should be followed in a chemistry laboratory, which are like wear protective equipment, never waste chemicals, avoid direct smelling, read labels carefully, handle acids carefully, keep the laboratory clean, wash hands, etc. So there's a lot of like rules where they have to follow to properly use the laboratory, and like yeah. So yeah, what is the difference between physical change and chemical change? So a physical change is a change that only occurs or changes the form or appearance of a substance. No new substance is formed. Like let's say melting ice. If you melt ice, this is like water. Then if you like freeze it, then it becomes ice. But basically, it still stays water. Breaking glass, it's not doing anything, it's just making it into pieces, and cutting paper, same thing. And chemical changes: a chemical change forms one or more new substances with different properties, such as burning wood, which can like occur like gases to come up, which is not the same as wood, as you know, and rusting iron, which is also not the same, and cooking rice, which is also not the same. It's usually irreversible. So yeah, chemistry is also important for environmental protection, as we can learn many new things for different problems we have, and we can work on the solutions. Let's say like water purification, pollution control, biodegradable materials, renewable energy, etc. So there's a lot of things we can do with chemistry, which is why this chapter exists, and it did a pretty good job of making us understand of the different components and how everything basically works in chemistry. It also talked about different kinds of scientists of this like yeah, and like so that's all for today. I talked about our first chapter of our chemist book. So yeah, so thank you for listening to me, and that's all.